Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official launch of the South Carolina Veteran Coalition. Thank you for joining us today in what will help improve care for veterans, veteran spouses, and their family members to resources in the state of South Carolina. Thank you to all the organizations that support veterans and have agreed to be part of our South Carolina Veteran Coalition. At this time, I would like to welcome the Secretary of the Department of Veterans Affairs, Secretary William Grimsley.
Really retooling what we're trying to get done on behalf of service members, veterans, and their families in South Carolina. And a big part of that, because of our background and who we are as mostly military people, it all starts with our mission statement. And so today, as we launch the coalition, I'd just like to remind everybody that this department leads and enables a coalition of willing partners with an interest in veterans and their families to create and sustain an environment where those veterans and their families can thrive as valued, continuing, contributing members of South Carolina and the nation. And that's an important thing to remember, because everything we want to do goes back to the touchstone of that mission statement. As we started to work through building our plans and programs and policies and objectives and metrics and everything that we really have to pull all this together and the people to make it all work, we realized that we needed to do something differently. We needed to open the aperture, expand our vision of not only what we were trying to accomplish, but how we wanted to accomplish it. And it really does take this coalition of willing partners, groups of organizations, people, federal, state, county, local, nonprofit, for-profit corporations, veteran service organizations, veterans, and everybody really pulling their weight together to really do this the right way. And to do that, it takes a statewide view of things and a statewide system, not only to assess the needs and the challenges, but also to find the resources and really pull them together to integrate them more effectively and efficiently over time. That allows us to deliver equitably across the state, regardless of where you live, so that we can do this so much better and so much more efficiently. And so to be able to do these integrated services, it takes the ability to pull this together and understand where they are, but also then to deliver them, assess it over time, continue to refine it, and keep the flexibility in place so that as we find new things or find things that are working better in one place than another place, so that we can maneuver those around and try and replicate that in other places. And so these are human solutions to human challenges. And that takes a group of people, this like-minded coalition of people to pull that together. And in that, we had several existing entities already in place, and we're building on the success of that. And so the human solution, the human touch is important because we're all people and we're people taking care of people. And in our case, we believe the most deserving people there are, that's service members, veterans, and their families. But it also, we have an opportunity now to create a technological enabling capability to do this even better. And so not quite 2 years ago, but about 18 months ago, we launched on an initiative to find the best technological solution that would enable our work over time. And so today, on the 20th of April, 2022, we're proud to be able to launch the South Carolina Coalition powered by Combined Arms. This is an incredible group of people who have come together to really work diligently, hard, through challenging problems to come up with what we think is going to be a great solution that we'll start today and we'll build out over time. And so I'm enrolled, just so you know, I'm a veteran who enrolled today, so I'm a client, just like we hope everybody else will be. And I'll talk more about that here in just a couple minutes and about the power of Combined Arms as a partner in this. But what I'd like to do first, as we start to roll this out, we've picked two parts of the state that have existing entities. This is a U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs chartered organizations. These are chartered organizations that bring collaborative coalition partners together already to start to solve the challenges. And so we purposefully picked those two because they already have robust networks. They're already doing a lot of the work. And now we have the opportunity to build on that and then sort of ink blot this around, proliferate it around the state more effectively and efficiently over time. So I'd like to start by introducing the Upstate Veterans Alliance Network. Charlie Hall is one of the co-leaders of this. He brings together the people in the Upstate that are working already and have been for several years now to provide solutions to challenges up in the Upstate. So I'd like to hand it over to Charlie to talk about the UVAN and what they're doing and how Combined Arms and this coalition is going to help propel the work in the Upstate first. Charlie.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us on today. I'm Charlie Hall. I'm with the Upstate Veterans Alliance Network here in Greenville. I'm joined by Matt St. Clair, who you'll meet shortly, the Regional Integration Officer for SCDVA. Upstate Veterans Alliance Network is about a 6-year-old collaborative of over 50 veteran serving organizations, public, private partners here in the Upstate that have been working together to serve veterans and their families, as well as National Guard Reserve active service members for the last several years. So we're honored to be a part of this new network at a state level. Again, the UVAN, the Upstate Veterans Alliance Network, is an official chartered VA Community Veteran Engagement Board. Kevin McBride with Prisma Health is the co-chair of that effort. And we have a 17-member steering committee as well. So we've got a couple members of our steering committee that are also partners with us today. Very excited about Combined Arms. This is something where we've been working together to serve veterans for several years, but it's never been on an electronic referral platform. So we're really excited about Combined Arms being just another layer of our support. But ultimately, we never want to lose sight of the veteran and their family. Ultimately, we want to get to know them. We want to hear their story. We want to figure out what their needs are, but we also want to be able to peel the onion back and get to what we call the need beneath the need, and really develop a system with Combined Arms in the background, helping link all of our partners so that our veterans and their families can be whole and successful, have purpose, and be good citizens here in the community. So great to be a part of this, sir.
Thanks, Charlie and Matt. Good to see you all up there. The UVAN has been a very powerful organization to get things done for people, both identifying needs and also gathering resources, providing solutions. But there are plenty of other people working in the Upstate who may or may not be aware of the UVAN and what it can provide. So we would encourage everybody as part of the coalition to continue to support those efforts and grow it, make it bigger and better, because we know there are a lot of great organizations out there doing tremendous work, and it's time to pull everybody together, not to try and control it, but to work collaboratively, collectively together toward common objectives. That's what we're after. And so to that end, I'm going to shift down the exact opposite end of the state, because this is a statewide initiative, statewide endeavor. And I'd like to go to the Low Country Veteran Engagement Team, led in this case by Mark Holifield, who is another great Marine like Charlie, veteran, and give him a few minutes to talk about how things are going on in the Low Country and how Combined Arms, how this coalition will work, powered by Combined Arms over time down there on the coast. Mark.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Holifield, the Executive Director of the Vantage Point Foundation and one of the co-chairs, along with Dr. Matt Garrison from the College of Charleston, of the Low Country Veteran Engagement Team, or LVET. I've been in the space since 2014, 6 of those years running Vantage Point Foundation. And down, we're a statewide organization, but one of the things I've observed is it's been kind of the wild, wild west as far as a lot of different organizations doing great things, but sometimes siloed or in a vacuum. And so here's why I believe this coalition is going to be a game changer for veterans in the state. I'll do it in 2 portions: for veteran serving organizations and then actually for veterans. For veteran serving organizations, the benefit of having a South Carolina state-led coalition backed up by the Combined Arms software is that it creates an arena within which organizations of all sizes can communicate and collaborate while highlighting your good work and enabling veterans to find your organization. And for veterans, this coalition is our best shot at providing you with an environment in which you can succeed. Organizations that participate on this team, this Veterans Coalition, have agreed to be vetted for quality control and to work collaboratively with one another to ensure that you're able to find the tools for your own successful journey into civilian life. I got 2 of the partner organizations from the LVET here with me. I'm going to hand it over to Susan Gouge. I'm sorry, to Phil Palmer with another fellow Marine. Obviously, no crayons around here because we've eaten, but Phil Palmer is a Marine officer, Purple Heart recipient, and actually a Palmetto Pathfinder. I'm going to turn it over to him. He runs Warrior Wad, a new organization that is doing great things. Phil?
Yeah, hey guys. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Phil Palmer with Warrior Wad. Quick pitch on Warrior Wad. Our mission is to prioritize exercise and nutrition as leading prescriptions for veterans' recovery from invisible wounds. We're really excited to work with the South Carolina Veterans Coalition and specifically the Combined Arms software. I think about this similar to the DoD, the MAGTF or the Marine Fire Team. We now have that opportunity to use or to have a Combined Arms dilemma in providing resources to veterans across many complementary organizations in South Carolina. And I see that to be very exciting. And more importantly, I think together we can work more efficiently and effectively throughout the whole coalition to ensure that we provide the best holistic care to those that we serve. So, I'll keep it short with that, but I'm super excited. And I'll go ahead and turn it over to Suzanne Goog with Palmetto Goodwill.
Hi, everybody. We are really happy to be here. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. My name is Susan Googe, and I'm the Career Opportunity Manager with Palmetto Goodwill. I have a team, and along with myself, we operate 9 career opportunity centers across 18 counties in coastal South Carolina. So for us, it was a no-brainer to jump in to be a part of this coalition, because since the coalition covers the whole state, we can now reach out and provide our workforce development services, job training services, occupational skills services to more veterans and more military spouses than ever. And knowing that Combined Arms will allow service members to get the resources that they want when they want them, it was a really great it's a really great opportunity for us to jump in. So thank you all for bringing all of this together, and we're excited to be on board. I'm now going to hand it back over to Secretary Grimsley.
Thanks to all y'all in the Low Country. We really appreciate it. Charlie, I know you got some other people up there you want to have talk about their piece of this, because it really is important for everybody to remember that while we're talking specifically upstate and Low Country today, this will grow very quickly across the whole state. And so as we get proof of concept moving and really get things rolling the right way, we think this is going to take off like wildfire here very quickly. So Charlie, you have some other folk up there?
Absolutely. So the beauty of this coalition is it's a public-private partnership. So you've got not only the federal VA, but the state VA, and Secretary Grimsley, you and your team are providing really a critical gap fill, in my opinion, between government and nonprofit. So I want to introduce Matt St. Clair, who's the Regional Integration Officer for the Upstate for SCDVA. And then 2 of our key partners in our ecosystem here in the Upstate, Alan Dabney, who's our Greenville County Veterans Affairs Officer, and Tasha McClendon, who is with SC Thrive, but also one of our new Pathfinders here in the Upstate as well. So, Matt?
I just want to say it's been a rewarding experience to partner with the Upstate Veteran Alliance Network to onboard the 8 initial strategic partners of the South Carolina Veterans Coalition, supporting veterans across 11 counties that make up the upstate of South Carolina. I would like to personally thank the leadership teams and staffs of the Austin Wilkes Society here in the upstate, Goodwill Industries of the upstate and the Midlands, Greenville County Veterans Affairs Office, the Phoenix Center, the Prisma Health Roger C. Peace Rehabilitation Hospital, the Service Member Family Care Office in Clemson, the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, and Upstate Warrior Solution. Your commitment to veterans and their families is noteworthy, and without your support, this would not be possible. I really look forward to continuing to build this coalition across the upstate.
And Alan, if you could share a bit about your role in the Upstate Veterans Alliance Network and the Upstate Coalition.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Secretary Grimsley. With Greenville County Veteran Affairs, we've been part of the UVEN network for the last 3 years. And with the UVEN network, we have seen the gaps that are out there between the government entities and nonprofits. But through UVEN and now through a statewide coalition, we can combine our forces to know who is part of the veteran space, that we can fill the gaps that cannot be provided by one entity alone. but we're glad to be a part of this. And with our referral networks, we know how much it has worked through UVAN. But with this new tool, state integration, and with the combined arms, we'll be able to allow referrals to service and contact services across the state. Since we know most counties probably see families with family members that live in other parts of the state. So we're glad to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. And Alan's one of 43 county service officers that we hope are very soon onboarded within the network. So, Alan, thanks for your leadership. Tasha McClendon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being allowing me to be a part of this. I'm with SC Thrive. We're a statewide nonprofit, and we help South Carolinians thrive through connecting them to resources. I'm also a new Pathfinder. I'm just excited to be able to be a part of the network and to be able to share information with my fellow veterans about the organizations that exist with this network and the resources that they provide. Thank you.
Yeah, and we've rounded out the team. Tasha's a proud Navy vet, so thanks for your service, Tasha. Yes, sir, thanks for allowing us to introduce our team, and back to you.
All y'all. We didn't get any Air Force folk here today, so we got to get an airman on this somehow. We got soldiers, Marines, and the Navy pretty well covered. Hey, look, this is an exciting day, and this has been a long time coming. And so the next big step here is we want to get individual veterans and their family members into the system. We want to get it so we understand who you are, where you are, what your needs are, and how we can better serve you. That's the whole point of this. But the other part is we need to get the referral network built out. And so Matt St. Clair is one of the 4 regional integration officers. We have Brennan Beck in the Low Country, Jay Berkeley in the PD, and Dan Reitzman here in the Midlands, that they're going to start be building out the network more and more to get more referral capabilities in here. Because when you look at how this thing, and I'll just show you because I just advertised that I am one. And so on my phone, this is what it looks like. Oops. This is what it looks like. And you scroll down and you can find resources. You can view your own connections, my own profile, what it looks like, and refer a friend. This is how it all works. We're veterans. We know how to build teams. We know how to solve problems. And we also know how to take care of each other. You know, nobody ever moves without somebody else providing cover and fire for them in the battlefield. It's the same deal here. So we got to get that. We got to be teammates. We got to be squad members. We got to be shipmates. We got to be wingmen. You pick your service analogy. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. We take care of each other. We look out for each other, and we don't leave anybody behind. Well, this is just a technological capability, not just. This is a great technological capability that's going to really build on the human-to-human connection that is all about how we take care of each other. And so I would ask you, if you're a veteran, service member, or family member, sign on, and we'll get to the instructions how to do that. And as the staff gets out there to build the network, if you want to be part of this coalition, we welcome all comers. This is not an exclusive group. This is an inclusive group, because the more people we got giving way together, the better that rubber boat moves across on the battlefield. You get from one side of the river to the other, and that's what we're all about. So to that end, we're excited, and I'm going to ask my friends to come up here, and we're going to, I'm not hesitant with weapons, by the way, but this is an important one because, you know, I was an officer, and this is a non-commissioned officer's sword, but we're going to do this together, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to hold it too with me, or you want me to just let me
We'll
do
just
it?
put our hand on you when you do it. How about that?
Really? All right. But I was a soldier and I was an infantryman, so we don't wield swords very often anymore. We're going to do this the right way. So backslash maybe a little challenging here. So here we are. We're cutting the cake. We're moving forward. We're not going back. Here we go. Ready? And there we go.
There we go.
Thank you all for being here. We're excited about the future.